Day 546 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 3289, the two sneaky numbers of Digitville. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. In the town of Digitville, there was a list of numbers called nums containing integers from 0 to n-1. Each number was supposed to appear exactly once in the list. However, two mischievous numbers sneaked in an additional time, making the list longer than usual. As the town detective, you are tasked is to find these two sneaky numbers. Return an array of size 2 containing the two numbers in any order so peace can return to Digitville. All right, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples anyway, just to make sure that we're doing this problem correctly. So in example 1, we have our input nums equals an array of integers 0, 1, 1, 0. Our output is 0, 1. The explanation says the numbers 0 and 1 each appear twice in the array. So all we want to do is loop through this array, and we want to find out which two numbers appear twice. In this case, 0 and 1 are the only numbers in the array, and they both appear twice, so we return an array of integers 0 and 1. So just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2. In example 2, our input nums equals an array of integers 0, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, and our output is an array of integers 2 and 3. The explanation says the numbers 2 and 3 appear twice in the array. So once again, numbers 2 appear twice. We have 2, 1, 2 right here, and 1, 2 right here. Then we have 1, 3 right here, and 1, 3 right here. As you can see, 0 and 1 both only appear once. 2 and 3 appear twice, so that's why our output is 2 and 3. So let's take a look at example 3 where the array is a little longer, but same principles apply. So in example 3, we have our input nums equals an array of integers 7, 1, 5, 4, 3, 4, 6, 0, 9, 5, 8, and 2. And this time the output is 4 and 5. Why? Because the numbers 4 and 5 appear twice in the array. As you can see, we have a 4 right here, and we have a 4 right here, and we also have a 5 right here and a 5 right here. They both appear twice, so we return 4 and 5. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. The solution is not that difficult at all. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to declare a variable called dict. We're going to say colon. That's going to be a dictionary. So it's going to be the key is going to be an integer. The value, sorry y'all, the value is going to be an integer as well, and we could just initialize it with a blank dictionary like this. Boom. Then we need to count how many times each number appears. So we're going to say for num in nums, we're going to open up the brackets, and we're going to say dict square bracket num, comma, default, colon 0, and we're going to say plus equals 1. Boom. So every time we see this num right here. So every time we see this num, we're going to add this num to the dictionary, right, as a key. And then we're going to keep count of how many times we see it over here, right? And we're going to start the count from 0. And each time we see this num, we are going to add 1 to this count of 0 right here, and it's going to be stored over here, right? So with num being the key, and then the count will be the value over here. Boom. Then after we have how many times each number appears, we're going to say let sneaky numbers equal, we're going to say dict.filter, open up the brackets, we're going to say $0 value equals 2. So we're going to filter out all of the keys that we need that have where this would be the key. So we're going to look at all the values over here that have a value of 2, and we're going to get those keys. That's what this does right here. Then we're not done yet, because we're going to say map, open up the brackets. Then we're going to say $0.key, and that's going to get us that key. Then once we do that, we could just return the sneaky numbers by saying return sneaky numbers. Boom, y'all. That's all she wrote. So let's go ahead and give this a run. Make sure it runs correctly or properly before we submit it. It's accepted. So let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted. Let's see. And look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. So with that being said, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.